Fall is in the air. Hey everyone, Scott Hansen here. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 3, presented by Lowe's. Lots to get you caught up on. Why don't we start out in Indianapolis? The Colts at home to take on the Houston Texans. And this is Nico Collins. Just get his hands on the football and let him do the rest. This is going to be a 41-yard touchdown. The Texans are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. From there, let's look in on the Titans and the Giants from MetLife Stadium. And it's Tyrone Tracy. He's going to run behind his pads and power it in 8 yards for the touchdown. The Giants get the victory. A lot of people talking about them this year in this, the first win for John Harbaugh with Big Blue. Early season injuries starting to pile up. Here's the injury report for Week 3. A number of fine performances around the league here in the first month of the season. Time now to name the Player of the Week for Week 3. And we'll spotlight this man, Devon Achane. He was at his best in the win over the Chiefs, ultimately winding up with a couple of rushing touchdowns, and it probably could have been more than that. A look now at this week's top performers in the NFL. From there, we give you a look at the league leaders in rushing through 3 weeks of play, some of the usual suspects populating this list. With that, a look at the rest of the scores here in a busy week number 3. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
Miami has a Dolphin, the greatest football team.
Now we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
And now, head coach Kevin O'Connell and our Minnesota Vikings.
On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. He's got his guys in midseason form already, an impressive 3-0 start to the year. On the other side is Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell. His guys have also started 3-0, so this a battle between two of the hottest teams in football over the first month of the season.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Vikings led out by their quarterback, Kyler Murray, two-time Pro Bowler, of course, one of the most exciting dual-threat QBs in the league.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. You talk about this Miami defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Dolphins offense set to take the field, led by Malik Willis, who is getting his chance as the starter after backing up Jordan Love the past 2 seasons in Green Bay.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Following the fumble recovery, Willis. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 2nd and 10. The shotgun snap to Willis. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
From the gun, here's Willis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Right back to the air with Willis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So the Vikings set to go on offense. There's a look at their offensive coordinator, Wes Phillips. He is as intense and as focused as you'll find in this business, and all eyes, including his, are on what is to come in this next possession. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Starting the drive with Mason on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 58 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray to the sideline and incomplete. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Addison will go in motion left. Mason going to get it on first down. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's a gain of
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And now they'll fake the jet sweep, and here's Murray off play action. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point attempt here still to come.
Extra point.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. And he returns this to the 22. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
Complete.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And it's 3rd down.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. The Dolphins sit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Now Willis to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Running right, here's Achane. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. 5 plays there on that drive. And the drive finished off with a touchdown run from Devon Achane. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack. And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is. Throwing now is Murray. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Achane to start the drive. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 5. Again, it's Achane. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Byron Murphy on the tackle. A gain of 7. 1st down, Miami.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Achane gets it from the gun. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he stopped immediately there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now 3rd down and 7. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw, here's Willis. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Willis will look to throw it. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards. Willis escaping the pressure right. Touchdown! Greg Dulcich, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And a Greg Dulcich touchdown reception finished that drive off.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Murray now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's a gain of 20. And the Vikings first down.
Shotgun now from Murray. Slant route, and he's got Addison. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. Second down and 3.
Brings up second and
Murray
3
now to throw.
At the 20-yard line.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Now Murray again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Now Murray. That's caught at the 2. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. He's looking deep for Bell. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hansen.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Our look around the NFL starts now. Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. It's the Browns at home to take on the Steelers in a physical matchup in the AFC North. And it took a while for him to confirm it, but he's back on the field, Aaron Rodgers. He's looking to throw, then makes a beeline for the end zone. 12 yards on the scramble for the score. The Steelers are now 4-0. What a first month as they continue to roll. From there, we go to MetLife Stadium in Jersey. We'll check in on the Giants as they play host to the Arizona Cardinals. And this is the Arizona defense coming up big. They force the errant throw, it's picked off, and they've got room, they've got blockers, and no one's gonna get him. Touchdown. The Cardinals get back to 500 at 2-2 with the road win. Lastly, let's get a jump on who might be the Week 4 Player of the Week. It's our impact player, and it happens to be this man. And it's Stephon Diggs. They put a lot of trust in him, and it's well placed. This, one of 3 touchdowns for him in the game. With that, time to look at the rest of the action here in Week 4 as we wrap up the first month of the season. The Colts go on to the dominant win. They beat the brakes off of their opponent. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Willis out of the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Vikings offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a run by Mason. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And they'll go again with Mason. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And the Vikings first down.
Straight ahead, here's Mason. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
Murray going to fire one out wide. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Two-time touches. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Slot man moves right. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And the Vikings first down.
On the give, it's Mason. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Vikings first down.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete.
Murray's pass.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Dolphins' 11-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Play fake. Murray completes this to Addison out left. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
A gain of 6. And the Vikings first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard
Now
line.
Jones. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Murray. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Vikings have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without them, they're not winning this game.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Vikings 21.
So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Miami set to take over. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Willis looking to throw it. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Willis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. A give, running right, Achane. A solid stiff arm. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Steps away. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
A give left side. Here's Achane. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Devon Achane who finished things off with a touchdown reception. Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Vikings set to go on offense. There's a look at their offensive coordinator, Wes Phillips. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. On the counter, here's Jones.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
On first down, back to Achane. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Willis to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Wilson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them. An absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Makes the score Vikings 28.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. Here's first down. One final try for Willis. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Vikings, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the defeat is their first of the year as they